What is up, subscribers? Sunjutsu here, and today I wanted to go ahead and give you my pick for the top 5 legendary lords in Total War. Now, I gave the game developers enough time to add another faction or maybe develop the Bretonnian faction a little bit more, and it is July 12th as of now, and they have not, which is not a negative or anything like that. I'm just saying that I gave them enough time. So this is a list of the top 5 legendary lords thus far. There have not been any that have been added. The factions that are in the game are Bretonnia, Empire, Dwarves, Greenskins, Vampire Counts, and Chaos. So those are the factions that I'm going to be looking at and giving you my list. Now I want to go ahead and give you just a quick update on my channel a little bit. I do apologize that there haven't been as many videos as I would like coming out as of late or the past week. I've been really busy with work, and I'm in the middle of another job process, trying to get another job, so I'm in the middle of the application process, so that also has been rather hectic. Also, for those of you guys who don't know, I've created another YouTube channel, kind of developing my anime ambitions, because I am really big into anime. And so instead of putting them on this channel, which is more of a Total War channel, stuff like, you know, things of that nature, historical stuff, or at this point now Warhammer stuff. So I decided to go ahead and make a completely different channel where I can go ahead and put my anime ideas or anime verse. It's an anime versus channel, really. I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the description below and on this video as well. Please go ahead and check it out. I'll have an official video talking about it once I have more videos on that channel that I approve of, that are official for the channel. The channel is called Anime Feuds. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out and show me some support, please go ahead and check it out. Hit that subscribe button for that channel, that way you guys won't miss an episode of him. But anyway, going back to this, guys, there are some great legendary lords. These are the ones that I liked, and this list is 100% biased because it's by me. And these are just I mean, some of these legendary lords are not like the best when it comes to abilities or things like that, but I put them on the list because I like them. So let me go ahead and jump right into number 5. Number 5 goes to the Bretonnian legendary lord, King Luen Leoncourt. Now, I might have mispronounced that. I do apologize, but I wanted to go ahead and put him at number 5 because he is the best, I guess, legendary lord we have. There are only 2 of them, so there's not much of a, you know, give and take or anything like that. But the one that I like the most out of the Bretonnian faction, the Bretonnian faction is not 100% done yet, so don't go ahead and start saying, oh, there's this one, when the Bretonnian faction gets a little bit more fleshed out. This is up to this point right now. I like him. I wanted to go ahead and put on number 5. No particular reason. He's not as powerful as some of the other legendary lords that probably should be on the list, but I like the way he looks. I like the way that the Bretonnian way that he looks like a medieval king. His flaming sword. He does have a pretty cool ability. It's called Deadly Onslaught. It gives 18 plus 18 to his charge bonus, armor piercing, and vigor. So he does have a pretty decent ability, but mainly I gave it to him at number 5 because I like the way he looks. I like the Bretonnian factions, so I'm a little biased to that, and that's the reason he gets number 5. Number 4, I have to go ahead and give it to my man Karl Franz. Now, I love the way that he looks in this game. Preferred mainly more the black armor that he gets in one of the mods, but with his silver regular metal steel armor, he still looks pretty badass. His hammer looks really cool. He's one of the main characters for Total War Warhammer and Warhammer in general. One of the main characters that we were introduced to when it came to the theatrical machinima styled cinematic trailer. So I did really enjoy seeing him aesthetically. I like the way he looks. I like the feathers on his head. He has a lot of detail to him. And there is Deathclaw, which is probably one of the coolest mounts I think that we got in the game. Actually, I would put money on the fact that he's one of the coolest mounts. Now, if you rank up Karl Franz right enough, he becomes a force to be reckoned with, as well as other legendary lords on this list. He doesn't really have any really abilities that stand out in my opinion, but I needed to put him on the list because I honestly really do like the Empire faction. I played with him multiple times, and I wanted to go ahead and put the other legendary lord on here. But Balthazar Gelt compared to Karl Franz, I mean, even though Balthazar Gelt has the magic abilities from steel and all that, Karl Franz still, for me, takes it. I have to give it to him at number 4. Number 3, I have to give it to Grim Gore Ironhide. Now, he has an ability called Wa, which gives himself and those in his radius of aura 58 plus melee attack. I believe it's melee attack, and that is a great ability in my opinion. But the real thing that stands out with him is that he doesn't get a mount, nothing flashy like that, but just the way he looks as an orc. He looks like the toughest orc, the toughest green skin right now in the game. If you level him up, if you rank him up, even at a base value, he is tough to contend with. He will rip right through infantry. You can put him by himself and he won't take as much damage as you would take, as other generals or legendary lords would take. So he's basically a very tanky type of legendary lord that I really do love. I love everything about him. I prefer to pick him over Azog any day. I want to go ahead and give him the number 3 slot. If there is one legendary lord in this game that's tankier than Grimgor, it's going to be Kolek Sun Eater. He is one of the tankiest motherfuckers in this game. If you rank his ass up, if you put even just a little bit of time into him on the main campaign, he is unstoppable. If your army can be completely destroyed, but if they don't take care of Kolek, he will rip through that army like tissue paper, whatever is left, and will take the win. Now, he does have an ability called Lord of the Storm. It's not especially great. It's not like one of the best abilities, but aesthetically looking, the way it comes down, shoots down, comes off his armor, electricity, everything like that, yes, it is really cool. It fits him very well. I think when it comes to abilities, he is one of the ones that gets the ability that fits him the most well. And with that said, I think it's just, I have a soft spot for the Dragon Ogres. I really do. I have to give it to him at number 2. And number 1 has to go to Manfred von Karstein. In my opinion, he is the best legendary lord in the game thus far, in my opinion. He has 2 lores of magic. I believe it's Lore of Death and Lore of Vampires. And they have great abilities. Of course, you need the actual winds of magic to be in your fucking favor for this guy to be completely almost OP in my opinion, but not cheating, but to the point where it's like, okay, he is definitely a force to reckon with by himself when it comes to all the magic he deals with. Plus, he does have he can hold himself pretty well when it comes to melee. He's got good melee defense, good melee attack. He gets a zombie dragon. He is one of the characters that I really enjoyed from the original trailer that showed him shooting down from the sky onto a siege, and I really did enjoy him there. I actually had no idea who he was because, again, I was still a noob at Warhammer. But once I looked more into him, I love his story, I love his backstory. He has become one of my favorite characters in Warhammer thus far. And he has become one of my favorite characters in Total War Warhammer thus far. I have to give him the number 1 spot because he's my favorite legendary lord at this point in time. He basically a master necromancer, a vampire, all rolled up into one with extended abilities that are unto himself, specifically for his character. And I have to give him the number 1 slot, guys. But again, this is just my list. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your favorite legendary lords? Put in the comment section below. Let me know. Let's get over 50 likes for these guys because they are amazing. Let's hope that Creative Assembly keeps up the good work when it comes to legendary lords. making them unique and strong at the same time in their own different particular ways. They can become particular individuals. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us next. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to go ahead and keep up with the videos that I have on my channel, Sunjutsu, and become a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become a subscriber today. This is going to be Sunjutsu signing off. Maybe develop the Bretonnian faction a little bit more, and it is July 12th as of now, and they have not, which is not negative or anything like that. I'm just saying that I gave them enough time. So this is a list of the top 5 legendary lords thus far. There have not been any that have been added. The factions that are in the game are Bretonnia, Empire, Dwarves, Greenskins, Vampire Counts, and Chaos. So those are the factions that I'm going to be looking at and giving you my list. Now I want to go ahead and What is up, subscribers? Sunjutsu here, and today I wanted to go ahead and give you my pick for the top 5 legendary lords in Total War. Now I gave the game developers enough time to add another faction or